What's up, team? Hope everybody's doing good. It's another day with NAS 100 Legends. Guys, today I actually just wanted to start by reading fundamental markets with the team so we have a clear and strong structure of where the market is going, what's the sentiment, and how do we enter trades, guys. One of the major news for me is all markets are actually starting to lose strength against the dollar again, as the dollar strength is coming back into the market, guys. We can see that the capitulation of the sell-off of the dollar has finally reached. As we can see over here, the story here, gold slides as hotter US inflation keeps hawkish Fed on track. Guys, as we know, the Feds have been hawkish because they're trying to reduce inflation, which has been at new highs, guys. And the only way to reduce inflation is by increasing interest rate hikes. And the by increasing interest rate hikes, this definitely means that every other pair is going to be weaker against the dollar, guys. Another point we can use right over here, euros euros skeptics one proof it's really isn't about the dollar. Wow, guys, it's really isn't about the dollar. It certainly was about the dollar, guys, because the dollar was losing strength. That's why we had a rally in the euro at that moment. Because, funny thing, the ECB is actually a bit dovish, guys. Dovish means they're in between. They do not have a final decision of increasing the interest rates. They might lower the interest rates. So that means that's the end of the rally of the US dollar for sure, guys. If we go into trading view, guys, let's get back into the markets. Um, as we can see, let's how about we can see that the market had strength because investors actually thought that the rate hikes in USA were coming to an end. But now we see that price is trying to challenge our order block right over here, guys. So this is very, very dangerous, guys. And the stop loss is just below this zone. So um right over here, this is the zone of the stop loss. Like the stop loss will be right here. So guys, market is just gonna consolidate around here or might even break down because there's no more hope that the USA government is gonna be lenient on investors, guys. So now you can actually look for a sell setup instead of a buy setup. Um, if we go into bigger time frames, for example, the 4 hour, we can see that we broke this resistance, but there's resistance over here now. This is the resistance we're challenging. The resistance over here is making an inverse of the currency, and now it's looking like it has a higher chance of playing out. And if the market is very dovish, I mean, interest rates do increase by more than we expect, we're definitely going to the downside. So, guys, the indices is a two-way scenario now, but it's more likely to be a seller than a buyer. But always have a tight stop loss and stay safe. We saw that the let's just check into gold. Reason being, one, I can believe that there's a inverse correlation between Bitcoin and gold right now, guys, because as we can see that the BTC the Bitcoin market has been crashing. The Bitcoin market has been crashing, and it's not gonna get any time better, guys. Interest rates are still gonna increase. We're still breaking. We're gonna have a wedge right over here, guys, which might hold. Then after it breaks down like that. Last time we saw this, if we can go into another time frame, for example, over here, guys. Mm, we had a nice wedge. Actually, analyze this. We had a retest. This was our retest. Actually, we had two retests if you want to consider it like that, or one actually. If this was the trend line, this was the retest. So we don't expect structure to be that strong. Maybe something of a different scenario might happen. You can see that the move to the downside this time was much longer than the one we have right now. And we had a small consolidation process over here. This is what we can relate to. This is what we can relate to. And we were coming from more of the downside, guys. So that's something you should be expecting for Bitcoin to do. Just consolidate for a while, Bankman freeze, testify, and breakdown. Some Bankman free really destroyed this market, guys. Hope see little hope for investors right now in this market, especially people that have been holding Bitcoin whilst it was at $60,000 and they never closed their positions. That was not a smart decision because as a trader, investor, take the profit and we look into the future, guys, for the next opportunity. So as we go into gold markets, do you know what's funny, guys? There's a correlation between ZAL USD and your USD JPY. It's an inverse correlation. When ZAL increases, when gold increases, the dollar decreases against JPY. So when gold increases, that means the Japanese yen's value increases. So that's maybe one reason why we saw a rise increase in the Japanese yen. As we can see that gold broke the trend line, was very bullish because we thought that was the end of the interest rate hikes. Okay, guys, so we just ended here. Most people were anticipating a higher move, maybe to this zone, um, maybe to this zone over here or this zone over here. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Right now, we are anticipating a reversal. So, guys, when you're trading gold, you should be looking for a reversal right now. How would the reversal happen? I can see we got levels of resistance on so many levels right over here. If we ever touch that zone, we're definitely selling instantly, but we don't need to wait for that. Okay, let's continue, team. Okay, so I see a breakdown in ZAL USD soon, guys. We're moving to the downside, but it was a really positive market for a while. So now the downside, we're reaching this critical zone here. This has been a zone for monthly time frame, I believe. So that's really powerful. If we can check it 1 week, 1 month, as you can see, I had a cup and handle structure, and I was anticipating that we still go into the downside until we touch this critical zone which I was talking about. So it's yet to go down still, guys. As we check USD JPY, we had a nice setup for a buy, and now the probability is just becoming higher for that USD JPY buy, guys. US dollar Japanese yen, this is the monthly time frame. So let me go into the 4 hour, the daily. We can see that we are just waiting for the price to really reach this trend line, so we have a nice order and we push up. But one thing I can also say, price can just consolidate until it touches the trend line and then it starts moving up. Because the Japanese is quite stubborn, but very likely to jump faster when it's bullish on the dollar. So guys, if we ever hit a move to the downside, anticipate a buy to the upside on the USD JPY, guys. We're still positive on that trade. We still want to enter that and hold that. If we check into the Euro USD, let's see what's happening with Euro USD, guys. Okay, beautiful setup, guys. You can see I analyzed this very well. um this trend line has been holding for 8 months, as Euro USD has been in a downtrend for 8 months. So I'm talking about the trend, I'm talking about this one right over here. You can see, guys, this trend line has been holding like over there, over there, over there, over there, over there. You know, simple things, bro. Simple things. And it broke out because we thought, we reached the Fed pivot. Unfortunately, not. The reversal is yet to just begin. We can see that this zone over here is actually an important level, guys. So this level over here of resistance is yet very powerful because it used to be support and now it's a powerful resistance which we never broke. Funny thing, we actually reached this level and now price is just gonna break down. We are yet to see a terrible move to the downside for the euro, guys, because the ECB is dovish, and USA is very tight on their monetary policy, guys. So you can see you can make about 1,000 pips if you enter this trade, guys. Previously we had a buy set up from here, guys. This was our take profit, this level of resistance over here, and made 600 pips. That's 1,000 rand from a 0.01 lot price, guys. So that was a very profitable trade. So you see, guys, no matter the condition of the market, there's always opportunity to make money, whether you're buying or selling, guys. You just have to move and flow with the market. So since we got that information in the morning, which you saw, which we read about the articles, you can see that the US dollar is definitely gonna show strength and punish all of these pairs. So now is the time to be bullish on the dollar, as the dollar is king. And you know what said, guys? The dollar at that time had already broken one of its trend lines, guys. If I look at DXY, we had broken a trend line that was holding for months, but it was natural because there was indecision. Just like the euro, they broke a trend line that was there for months, but we're still going to the upside, guys. So there's no question about that. South African traders like asking me this question. How's USD ZAR performing? USD ZAR, guys, here it is. If I have an analysis on it, I definitely did have an analysis on it, guys. I had a nice clear trend line. I've been trading USD ZAR for a long time, guys. Even had, I can see this was a head and shoulders long ago, back in them early days. So let me go to USD ZAR on a platform which I did. analyze. You can see this is my trend line, guys. USDZAR is just a basic trend line, guys. Basic trend line. This we can consider a touch. It didn't really touch, but price couldn't break this level. So 1, 2, 3. This trend line has been correct 100% of the time. So we're definitely going to the upside, guys. Dollar strength is back, and it's definitely gonna punish everybody. What I see is I see that the US dollar against USD ZAR might reach 1950, guys. 1950. That's my sweet spot, guys. That's when I'm gonna tell my biggest investors to close their positions. When I'm talking about those, I'm talking about South African traders and people that actually own real estate and companies. I would advise them to keep their money in dollars because that's the most wisest decision. So I hope the team got a nice, market updates. So what's going on in the market, how to time the market, how to see what's going on, and which opportunities can you take. And hope everybody has a lovely week.